What's up everyone, hello and welcome to another build video on Warframe. Give everyone a way to make credits when they need it, because Profit Taker every now and then gets bugged, or you have not reached the level of Profit Taker how to make credits easily. The fastest way will always remain the Profit Taker with Chroma. If you want to make credits apart from Index, then Secura Lecta is your companion. Without any delays, I'll get straight into the build. So this build will be covered in 3 variations. No ribbon type 1, no ribbon type 2, and then you have a ribbon. So what are the stats on the ribbon? What you need to focus on? For that, first understand the no ribbon build. So Secura Lecta is a whip weapon. So if you are not a fan of whip weapons, like I hate it, but slam attacks work exactly the same on Secura Lecta, just like they work on Furex Wrath. So if you are a Wukong player who likes to do heavy attacks, slam attacks, you will not feel any bit of a difference while doing slam and heavy attacks. So what we are going to do is focus on one, heavy attack build. Second, the gas and electric status effects. I checked every bloody single status effect and only gas and electricity was giving me the output I needed. It's not a quick build, it's complete status build. And since we need a lot of stacks on Secura Lecta, that is why Weeping Wounds become the most important mod. You can't skip this mod. Without this mod, gone. Don't use Secura Lecta, you don't know how it works. Now, Galvanize Reflex. Since you will be doing slam attacks, you need something to really push back combo count, which will come back with Galvanize Reflex. So as soon as you do a heavy attack, your combo count will be gone, but because of Galvanize Reflex, for these many seconds, your stack will be back up, which means Weeping Wounds will stack with your reflex. So these two combine in a good way. And because of these two, this mod, especially Whip mod, it increases your slam attack. You must have this mod. This is like a daddy mod for this build. The slam, the melee, the status, all 3 things combined into one, just like a ribbon. You can't skip this. If with a slam attack you can get melee damage and status chance, what more would you want? So no point adding Seismic Wave, and just adding Nida's Contempt will give you the melee damage and status chance, which is actually needed to buff your gas and electricity. So you're using Volcanic Edge and Prime Fever Strike to create that gas, and in a very good amount, which you will need to stack. If you are using melee influence, then you are spreading more gas and electricity. Enemies can hardly reach your range. It will give you those extra status effects to apply on enemies, and melee influence is already doing the job for you apart from spreading the status effects. That is why you won't see lasting sting. I will tell you why. In one build I have melee elementalist and in the other I have Garnis Mandible. But first let's focus on this build because it reduces the status chance to 66 base with no Weeping Wounds active. So only when your status chance is very high will your electricity be triggered, because if you look at the proc table, it's 10%, 1 out of 10 times. So if you are doing a fast melee attack with Weeping Wounds, this is taken care of because it really increases status chance so much that chance for electricity then becomes third or the second hit. Volcanic Edge will help you have a good status proc pool. You would not benefit if you had pure 90% heat. You need Volcanic. Having Weeping Wounds with this much base status chance 66 and Prime Fever Strike, you are good to go. You can cover everything. Now let's come to that mod choice. Melee Elementalist in one and Garnis Mandible in the other. The difference will be this gives you a base status chance increase, which means the chance to apply electric/gas will be quicker. The first 2 hits you might feel slow in the start of the mission, but after 2 hits everything gets triggered. So it's just a preference. At a high level you are doing Steel Path using this weapon, Elementalist wins. But if you just hit Misery with heavy attack and you have Garnis Mandible, this will be a damage over time slash. Then DOT for slash will be higher, plus you will have a chance to save yourself from those toxin status effects. And if you have a ribbon, I have this ribbon which gives me melee damage and status chance. However, still I would go for this build. This is my personal preference. If you are using Secura Lecta, then you must have Nautilus with no weapon, because a weapon of a companion applies a status effect. Secura Lecta only works when the weapon kills. The last kill on the enemy must be from Secura Lecta. So you need a companion which can only club the enemies together and collect the loot for you, the credits. Nautilus does that job perfectly. Just Nautilus Prime with this build so that you pull in enemies with Cordon. That's it. Don't use Wobbin because Wobbin's fourth ability will give magnetic and that will dilute the proc pool, and you don't want your enemies to die from any other way. You can try Chroma and use your fourth effigy, Appearance Toxin, Status Chance Spread. Killed with effigy, you get credits, 2x multiplier. If they are dying with Secura Lecta, you know what is happening. So both ways, using Chroma and this build will get you through and you will earn credits Chroma or Ivara. You would enjoy to do this even solo. It can take high level enemies too. For 20 minutes you won't feel the difference. After that, obviously you will feel the difference because misery will make it hell for you. That's it, Tenno. That was the Secura Lecta build. In case Profit Taker gets bugged for you or you have not reached the level of Profit Taker, how to make credits easily. This is that way. Right now we do not have a credit event, but when it comes, you all will be ready to make your credits. That's a AJJU9E7 guarantee. That's it, Tenno. Until next time. Bye bye, GG. Take care. Have fun. Enjoy.